Hello everybody, Senior Engineer, MBA, and Investor. In today's video, I want to talk about Verve Therapeutics dosing, dosing their first patient ever. And of course, this was released today on June 12th. It was published this morning at 6:30 before the markets opened. And as you see on the screen here, Verve Therapeutics doses first human with investigational in vivo base editing medicine, Verve 101, a potential treatment for HFH, basically heart disease there. And this is amazing because if we take a look at it, guys, this is their first patient that they dose. And it's going to be one of many because as per their press release, they've announced they're enrolling approximately 40 adults, right? Let's see how fast they ramp this up. But this could take well over, a year and a half or even 2 years at that point. But at least we'll have data for this first patient by then, right? At least, unless something grave happens, right? Which could happen. That's the whole point of going through phase 1, a clinical trial on humans. So their CEO actually stated a couple of comments here. Verve 101 is the first class gene editing medicine that we have designed to make a single spell change in the liver DNA to permanently turn off a disease-causing gene. Of course, he's referencing here to PCSK9, the gene. If you turn it off, you can potentially reduce your LDL-C, which is a type of cholesterol that you want to reduce there in order to potentially cure this disease that they're trying to tackle, right? And of course, this is one of many programs. They have other programs there, and the CEO and the leadership have gone in podcast episodes such as ARK Invest numerous times. Actually, I think they did this year, last year. I think they went on it as well. And of course, ARK Invest owns a lot of Verve Therapeutics as well. Maybe not as many as CRISPR Therapeutics, but they do hold a lot of Verve Therapeutics for a company that had not dosed anybody up until this morning. So very, very interesting. I love it. I've said it many times, guys. The stock markets right now are completely disconnected with the science, completely disconnected with what's going on in the actual field. You have companies like Caribou getting data for their CBO10 program. You have NTLA pushing further amazing data there for a fixed dosage this time for in vivo. You have CRISPR Therapeutics expanding their portfolio, trying to tackle the heart disease space as well. And of course, which I'll make a video in tomorrow's video. I'll make a video on this, but ViaCyte being acquired by none other than Vertex, the big pharma Vertex, which is all over CRISPR. And in my opinion, that's a huge win for CRISPR Therapeutics. But I want to keep this for Verve Therapeutics in this video anyway. Tomorrow video, if time allows, I'll make a video on that acquisition that happened yesterday, actually. So lots of great news this week. Of course, the public reaction has been quite positive. Lots of people saying, fantastic, congratulations, remarkable milestone, great milestone. So, of course, just as a reminder, the reason why this is a great milestone, one, because they're dosing someone using CRISPR. Two, it's not just CRISPR, it's base editing CRISPR. So this would be the first time that any patient has been dosed in a phase 1 clinical trial under the FDA umbrella using base editing. And of course, this base editor is licensed throughout with Beam Therapeutics, right? So Beam Therapeutics hold the right to own 50% of Verve 101, which I think is amazing, right? I think it's amazing for both companies, but again, Verve Therapeutics here doing amazing work. My comments here is, I love that, the CEO here stick with to their guns. It's hard sometimes to stick with deadlines. It's very hard, especially when things are going south, when you have a CEO that's selling his stock on a weekly basis up until like few weeks ago. So, you get a lot of bad press, and then you publish this type of press release, which is amazing. So congratulations to all Verve Therapeutics as a company. Of course, congratulations to that patient. I think we have to remind ourselves it's all about the patients, and hopefully about the 40 patients that will be dosed here. Just as a reminder, yes, this is base editing. Yes, right now, base editing is really owned through Beam Therapeutics right now. They're the king in this space. But make no mistake, NTLA has mentioned many times in the past that they are going forward with base editing, however they want to do it, and bypass the laws there. to basically not get sued by Beam Therapeutics. We'll see how that plays out. Same for CRISPR Therapeutics, right? In their innovation day, they talked about base editing in vivo. They talked about going after heart disease and potentially going to something similar here to what we're seeing. So lots of great things happening, competition happening here. This is exactly what you want to see in the space. Really, really happy. I mean, I've always said, I mean, if you guys go back on the history there on videos and, on social media, you'll always see me saying, well, did they dose anybody? Did they dose anybody? So now I can finally put a stop on that for Verve Therapeutics specifically. There are other companies that have yet to prove me wrong, but we'll leave that maybe for another day. Thank you so much guys for watching. Like this video if you found value. Subscribe if you're not. Amazing day there. Amazing day. Have a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day of the week we are. Thank you.